Roanoa Zoro. This was, Zoro's arc. I don't know. But he was in Wano. He was running around drinking, staying on the low, like Traffy told him to, don't attract too much attention to yourself. He couldn't though. At some point he ended up attracting attention to himself. They grabbed him because they noticed his sword, right? And then they try to have him execute himself, kill himself. And he was like, no, I ain't gonna commit seppuku. I'll kill you guys. And then he did, and got away. Then he gets to Ringo, like after a while, like after Luffy gets, taken away because he thought that Zoro was killed with the rest of the crew. And then he fights against Killer and defeats Killer, with the scythe in his mouth, Purgatory Onigiri, right? He then fights against, or he obtains Enma and, trades in Black Blade Truthfully, because it's a national treasure. It's like Ryuma's blade, right? For Enma. But Enma's hard for him to control because Enma has a will of its own, it's like one of those things where it notices that it's being held by a different owner. And Zoro's not like used to wielding it yet. But he starts to learn how to use it as he fights during, Onigashima raid. He goes onto the rooftop and he fights against Kaido and Big Mom. He tanks the attack called Conquest of the Sea, which is a combined attack of Kaido and Big Mom. Then he goes in with Conqueror's Haki, 9-sword style demon aura Ashura, and cuts Kaido, with that. Then he's like, recouped by Chopper, and then he fights against King. He's fighting against King, and then he, learns Emma a little better and, defeats him. Dragon Damnation, right? Cuts him the fuck down. King of Hell Zoro is then realized, and he, almost dies. But he's, saved because of Zoro, right? Zoro got some power-ups. His strength's a 93. Speed, 92. 91 for his durability, and a 93 for his endurance. 87 for his intelligence, and a 91 for his experience. 90 for his, or 91 for his close skills, and 90 for his range skill. 88 for his recoup, and a 94 for his hacks. So overall power score is a 91% for Zoro in Wano. Be cool, calm corner.